The idea of time travel has always fascinated and intrigued mankind. There is hardly a person who would not dream of being in the past or the future at least once. And although many consider such trips impossible, there are those who do not just believe in them. Moreover, they are sure that someone has already succeeded. They diligently collect all kinds of evidence that could somehow confirm their theory. So today we will show you the videos that travelers from the past or the future probably got to. And just in case, we would like to clarify right away. We do not claim that these are real cases of time travel, and even more so, we do not want to convince anyone of this. These are just videos that go around the internet, and many people believe that they are real. And now that all the dots on the die are set, let's go. A boxing fan. On the video recording of the fight between Mike Tyson and Peter McNeely, a man with an incomprehensible device can be seen among the audience. It looks like he's filming the match on his phone. But in 1995, smartphones did not exist yet, and the first phone with a camera was first introduced only in 2000. This video has gained 5 million views on YouTube. Many people said that it was actually a 1995 Casio camera. Others replied that the device in the video was a completely different color. Besides, why would he shoot vertically then? Although, why do people shoot vertically at all? Faster than the wind. This recording was made during the broadcast of a football match in Uruguay. The camera switches to the general plan. We see the field, the stands, and suddenly a man running along the podium at crazy speed and right through the rest of the audience. Many, of course, immediately decided that it was fake. Although even if this is a real video recording and not a montage, then what we see can hardly be called exactly time travel. But it turns out that people who are, so to speak, in the subject, on the contrary, are sure that if time travel happens, then this is exactly how they should look. Angel. In this video from traffic surveillance cameras in Japan, we see an imminent tragedy approaching. The truck is about to crash into the motorcycle, but what the hell is this? Look, literally out of nowhere, someone appears and saves the guy. The truck driver jumps out onto the road in horror. Oh my God, he hit a man. But it turns out that it is not. The mysterious hero quickly leaves the scene, and both drivers are left in shock. The man who met himself. The following story is generally similar to a fairy tale, or stories of a drug-addicted fantasy team, and we would hardly have included her in the video if not for her popularity over the hill. In general, listen to it yourself. Hakan Northquist claims that a portal appeared in his kitchen through which he got into the future, where he met himself. At first glance, the story seems to be complete nonsense, and frankly, at the second too. But Hakan had expected such a reaction. Therefore, in the future, he recorded a video in which he stands with his arms around himself. And so that we don't think that these are just two similar people, Hakan's real future shows identical tattoos on his arm. As they said at the beginning, it's just a fairy tale for children, as if you can't get the same tattoo to another person. But, after all, there are scientific theories that allow for the possibility of time travel. So why not? If someone is really interested in this, you can watch one of the best and most difficult films on this topic, which in the Russian version is called Detonator. The film is not new, and it is not an advertisement, as someone might think. And we warn you right away, it is really very confusing and complicated, so get ready to either review it several times or look for clarification on the internet. A mysterious girl. Surely many of you are familiar with the story about the woman with a mobile phone in Charlie Chaplin's film The Circus, which was released in 1928. If not, then just a few words about it as a background. The fact is that there is a scene where a woman is walking down the street and talking on her cell phone. In general, in fact, all that is visible there is how a woman presses something. We repeat, something, maybe just a hand. Nothing is really visible. Very poor quality to her ear. In general, because of the quality of the shooting, we would not want to seriously consider this case. But there is another one that is very similar to this scene from the Charlie Chaplin movie, although with a slight difference. The recording was made in 1938, and in it we see a group of young girls walking down the street where one of them seems to be talking on the phone. It is clearly visible here that she is actually holding something in her hand. unlike in the last film. But even here, everything happens very strangely, unless, of course, you really think that she is talking on her cell phone. Think about it. A girl is walking down the street with her friends, and for some reason, they completely ignore the miracle of technology right under their noses. It hasn't even been invented yet. Yes, it is very unlikely, but the case is well known and quite interesting. And we continue. A thief, a time traveler. And finally, one more unlikely but very spectacular case. Of course, it's a stretch to call this episode a time travel, but we just thought it looked really cool, so we decided to show it to you too. This is another surveillance video. We see a store that seems to be closed, but not for this guy. He just walks through the doors. And at this time, on the record, 2016 changes to 2019, then back, and so on, until he leaves the store. So the local homeless man woke up and is trying to figure out what it was. The only thing that confuses us here is this strange effect when he supposedly passes through the doors. Although, no, it's not the only one. It's unclear why he stole the ice cream. Or what is it, a hot dog? Damn, what's the difference? Just dude, why do you need ice cream if you can teleport? Can't you steal something cooler? For example, 10 ice creams. Yes, we also have a hard time with imagination. But anyway, it's probably fake too. But it's very cool made. And that's all for today. And don't forget to subscribe.